Cover the covered Shabbos Kodesh. Maya, how are you?
Thank God.
Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up. Raising sparks. Raising sparks. Let's do it. Okay, so Tefillah b'Shem Kol Yisrael for Pesach. Reuven ben Yosef Asar Baruch Bas Yehudis. Tova Bas Perel. Yonah Bas Basa. Shir Bas Basa. Sana Reuven of Money and every Neshama and Klal Yisrael. Master of the world, through your holy sages, you have given us a distant hint of the exalted holiness of the Jewish people. Every single Jew is a crown to the Holy One, blessed be He. Therefore, we want to ask you to help us always try to search for all the good points that are able to be found in each Jew and judge everyone favorably. Even when people are against us and abuse and insult us, let us hold our peace and say nothing, even in our hearts. Let us feel no hatred or anger. Wow. What a power couple. What a power couple. And this is exactly what we're learning about today. The power of silence, the power of peace. Bezrat Hashem. All right, so Rafi and Maya are obviously thinking about Hilchos Chanukah. So we're on Seif 5, Siman 139, the case of Shulchan Aruch. It's a short halacha. If one lights in the earthenware lamp, once he has lit it for one night, it has become an old lamp, and it may not be used to light on the second night because it has become repulsive. Therefore, one should have a nice menorah made from metal. Right? We have to spend a little extra money. Cover the holiday. One who has the means should purchase a silver menorah as a beautification of the mitzvah. All right, so we got to see the massive silver menorah for JLIC. L'kavod. Kitzer, halacha l'maisa. Chavra, we're on chapter 1, Mishna 17. This is a really big one. Rafi probably lost Wi-Fi there. Baruch Hashem. I'm just gonna admit the waiting room. Okay, amazing. So Rafi and Maya, this is the biggest Mishnah ever, and let's see if we could get through. There's a lot going on. So Shimon, his son, Rabbi Gamliel's son, said, "All my days I have grown up among the sages, and I have found nothing better for a person than silence." We'll see what that means in a second. There's many interpretations that we won't be able to cover in limited understanding. Study is not the main thing, but action. Study is not the main thing, but action. And whoever speaks excessively causes sin. So 3 things are going on here. 4 things. All my days I've grown up. I found nothing better for silence. Study is not the main thing, but action, and whoever speaks excessively causes sin. Rav Menachem Mendel of Vorka says like this. This is a really big sentence that we have to internalize. Silence without substance is also worthy, but speech without substance is but idle chatter. Clever, that's a big sentence over there. It's a big sentence. We're seeing the power of silence. Right, even we think like, okay, there's something that needs to be said, but maybe by not speaking, you are speaking. And there's a lot going on there. So I want to touch on the on studies, not the main thing, but action. There's a couple places we're going to go to, a couple worlds where we know from Rabbi Nachman, Sichot Oran, we all learned together that Rabbi Nachman tells us to travel the world of Torah, to travel to the palace of Rashi, to travel to the palace of the Chumash, of the Tanakh, of the Zohar, of all the works of our holy tzaddikim. So we're going to travel to a couple different places. But let's first go to Ukraine, to Pitsasna. You guys ready? This is a big one. So we're traveling.
Yes, sir.
No, this is Chazak. We're actually traveling right now. We're traveling. Okay. You're going to have to fill them in. So the Pitsasna says like this on page 235, talking about diligent, consistent seeking. Rafi, this is amazing. Okay, so the Pitsasna.
Every time I touch my earphone, it just disconnects. Go for it.
Kalman Shapira says like this: the heartache, and we're just going to paraphrase here, right? So the heartache that you feel, the consistency of your searching are dependent upon the way you look at things. Okay, so we want to ultimately get to action, but how do we get to action? Let's take the example of a rich person who lost his fortune. If he continues to view himself as a wealthy man, and he tells himself, I'm really a rich person, but in truth he lost everything, then his thoughts will revolve around the fact that he's really supposed to be rich, right? He's feeling that lack, and he wants to get back to feeling that fullness and that satisfaction, that contentment, right? And we'll constantly wonder, why do other rich people have so much? Well, like I'm missing. What happened to all my ample and luxurious possessions? In this case, his state of affairs weighs very heavily on his heart because he's not rich anymore, but he feels like he's supposed to be rich. This is mamish entering the heart. And this is enabling what? Him not stopping to find ways to come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to find ways to get money, to find ways to be better. And this is action. So the Pitsasna says like this a couple of paragraphs later, in the same manner, your entire self is dependent on your perception of what being a Jew means and what it is that you're setting out to accomplish. So if you think you could be the next Baal Shem Tov, strive to be the next Baal Shem Tov. If you view yourself as being the next piece of love and carrots and higher, pea love and carrots and higher. It's mamish a pelaplayim. If we don't get there, okay, so what? But we have that constant searching and yearning to get there. And this is where we need to travel to the world of Meisharim. A little off Meisharim, Orach Chaim, I think it's Orach Chaim, like 5 or something. Rav Itchamar Morgenstern talks about, because we're saying we're searching for ways to come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We're finding ways to get into the action. Right, to get involved, to accept upon ourselves the responsibility of being a Jew and being such a leader, while also being a chassid. So Rav Itchemeyer, I'm just going to paraphrase here. He says like this on Shin Vav and Biyam Derkecha, renewal in our avoda, right, in our everyday work, because sometimes we may feel like I don't feel like doing action. Right, I'm okay with where I am. Right, the world is not going to change without me. This person is not going to change without me. I could take a break. I could be on the sidelines and watch everyone else do what they're doing. But Rav Itchemeyer says like this: "V'hine ze barur she'alacha eina mishtani ve'eina taloi b'matzivi hanefesh." Right, so doesn't matter how we feel. It doesn't matter whether we're feeling it or not through the action. If we're feeling on going sorry, getting a call. I just declined. Oh, reconnect to what is it? Disconnect to connect on WhatsApp. Reconnect to the connect. Did you just dab, Achi? Did you just dab? I think did Rafi just dab?
I had to. You left me with no choice.
We're bringing back the dab, guys. We're bringing back the dab.
I have to embarrass her at least once during the video, so I chose my
No,
moment.
it's good. It's good to be embarrassed. It's fun. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're feeling that fire or not. We still got to show up. We still got to show up, right? Nike, just do it. The Patriots, what is it? Just show up. Like, is that like their thing? Like, just be there or something? I don't know, something like that. Just show up. Just show up. But he says, like, no matter where we're going, there's many paths, right? We're gonna be in situations where it may not be so clear with what we're supposed to be doing, what actions, what course of actions we're supposed to be taking. But if Itchmar tells us to be creative, to find the different variations in what we're doing, what's presented in front of us, and be like, okay, this is where I could be involved. This is where I could take responsibility and fire it up. One last thing before we open it up. We're not going to keep it too long, but this is just a story, which is fun. Everything is stories at the end of the day. I mean, look at the quote up here. So, after the death of the Hasidic master, we got it. After the death of the Hasidic master, Rav Yaakov Yitzhak Horowitz, known as the Seer of Lublin, you guys may have known him. People sought to purchase anything that he owned as a way of providing income for his widow. And even more so, because they valued everything connected with the great tzaddik. Right? It's like buying a headband from James Harden. Deal. One person offered. You like that pause, Mamish? We're on a roll here. We're on a roll here, guys. We're on a roll. One person offered several hundred rubles for the seer's yarmulke. Hearing the price, the widow took great pains to wash the yarmulke and presented it to the new owner. The buyer was flabbergasted. What a word. Do you think I paid so much because I wanted a clean yarmulke? Right, so the widow put the yarmulke in the wash, or whatever she did with it. So the guy asked, you think I wanted a clean yarmulke? I wanted the seer's sweat from the efforts he put into his devotion. However, there's something so different between an authentic jersey that you buy in an NBA store and a game-worn jersey that a player throws to you. Mamish. And we really have to tap into that energy. Bezrat Hashem, people should feel our sweat. People should see our sweat. We should see others and be fired up from that. And Bezrat Hashem, may we feel each other's sweat. Embrace each other's sweat. And it's okay to have dirty clothes. It's okay to get dirty. Bezrat Hashem. Questions, comments, please feel free. That was chazak.
Wow,
Jack, legend.
No, the Tzaddikim are legends, and we're just learning from the Tzaddikim. It's unbelievable. They just give us all this Torah to just drink, and we're able to better our lives. Even the basketball players have them. Even the basketball players give us something.
Loved
It's you like the pause. The pause is good. We're all getting fired up, like James Harden, and the whole thing is like. It's good. Baruch Hashem. Do you guys have any questions, comments? Just to bring it home. But smiles are everything. Smiles are everything.
You've got lots of this.
That's the highest level. So Bezrat Hashem, we should just smile like Rafi and Maya, and we should just fire it up. Today's L'chuna Ranana. It's time to wear white, getting ready for Shabbos Kodesh. 18 days until Hanukkah. Let's fire it up, Chevra.